Hello, welcome back to Ratropolis. We are slated for a General Plus run. Let's do it, shall we? What's going on today? What's happening? It is Friday for myself, which would mean that, technically it's Saturday for me. It's Saturday. It's 1:30 a.m. Friday night. You know, doing that which all cool people do on Friday night, recording. The old recording for the next like 3 hours to get enough content out to supplement the YouTube for the week life. You know the deal. You and me, gonna have a nice heart-to-heart tonight, I'm sure. About what? I don't know. How you doing today? I hope you're doing well. I am state of the YouTube time. Nah, it's not really state of the YouTube time. I don't have anything to tell you about the state of the YouTube. Other than, you know, we hit 1,000 subs. I got a lot of recording to do. I do feel like, you know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about how I'm way behind on YouTube comments. I joked about it, right? We joked about it a while back where it was like, haha. Remember, I talked about it a long time ago, a lot of episodes ago, where I was like, yeah, I watched this video on OnlyFans models and how they have like, you know, 15 days worth of messages to reply to. And we joked in the comments about how one day I'm gonna have to do that and I'm gonna fall way behind on comments and I'm not gonna be able to dig through all the comments and keep up. And like, you know, it turns out it doesn't take 15 days of backup, it just takes like 3. But no, I'm super far behind. I don't know why. In my free time, I try to respond to comments, but I also try to give every comment like a meaningful response, so it takes me a while. And also, it's just, I don't know, I'm doing other things. I'm trying to like spend my free time doing things that I feel are productive, or, you know, also sometimes not productive. Things that things to just like kick back. I'm trying to not become like an absolute workaholic. Even though, you know, calling this work, again, that's a whole different strange discussion to go down that I don't feel like going down right now. Essentially, it's not work to respond to your YouTube comments, but it is something that takes my time, and my time is split amongst many other things, you know, recording, spending time with the family, spending time with my friends, spending time just alone, not doing anything. I'm definitely the type of person, I don't know if this is just me or if this is common. I imagine this is relatively common. I think Horn wins us the early game, by the way. I think this is something that's relatively common, but maybe not. I think it's an introvert thing, right? Maybe, you know, when we get into like, oh, well, I'm such an introvert, actually, I don't like that. Oh, you know, it's just, I like to spend a portion of my time alone, not talking to anyone, not like doing anything, just like doing something mindless. Recently, I've been using StarCraft 2. I've been going through the campaigns. I did it a little bit today. That's why I'm feeling good. I'm feeling juiced, if you will. Not in the sense of like I took steroids before this Ratropolis run, but in the sense that I am feeling good. And also I took a fuck ton of steroids before this run. I did spend a little bit of time today. I guess we'll take the military card. Monster Hunter's a pretty good one. He's not good now, but ideally he'll be good later. Oh my god, he's just a 270. That is abysmal. That is just awful. That's so bad I might just remove him, actually. I think he's worse than Militia Shield. I guess sometimes he's a 1070 though, which is pretty solid. I'll get rid of Militia Shield. That's okay. But no, I spent a good like 2 or 3 hours today. I started up a brutal campaign of StarCraft 2. They did release some achievements to do for the campaign for the 10th anniversary, which I have been working through. I did the achievements on normal, which is what you have to do them on for the Wings of Liberty campaign, and then today I was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna try doing the achievements on brutal in the Zerg campaign. And it's interesting because a lot of the achievements in the Zerg campaign are just like, hey, do this mission, but fast. And I don't necessarily love those. It's like, hey, you know this mission? Just do it in 9 minutes, when one of the other achievements is do the mission in like 10 minutes. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I suppose. I appreciate more content and another reason to play through the game, but also I would have liked something a little more than just do mission fast. I'm not really a speedrunner. Not much, anyway. Although some of those speedrun tactics that I see, oh man, those are good. Highly recommend those videos if you like StarCraft. But regardless, I am behind on YouTube comments, I promise that one day I'll get caught up. However, there is a lot for me to do tonight. I have to record 4 episodes of Monster Train Discussion, 3 episodes of Neon Abyss, I believe, and then I also have to... Yeah, that's right. 4 episodes of Discussion, 3 episodes of Neon Abyss, because I'm slated for a discussion video tomorrow. Right on. Yeah, that's correct. So I have a lot of recording left to do, and it's already 2 a.m. Monster Train with Cranberry took 2 hours, and then the Monster Train episode. For some reason, on these days where I plan to do a bunch of recording, I keep putting off my actual like recording of the normal videos, and I end up falling way behind, thinking I'll be able to. Like, I'll be able to push them off and then just be okay, and it never works out. And I always fall way behind, and then I go, huh, why am I so far behind? I don't understand. Recruiter. I feel like I should upgrade Monster Hunter, but he becomes more expensive. Maybe I should grab Territory Expansion. Too expensive, though. I'll do this. It's expensive, of course, but it's okay. And I keep doing this where I push it off, and then I'm way behind for the whole day, and I'm just like, yeah. I'm behind for the whole week, and it throws my whole week off, and, you know. It's not that big of a deal, mind you. Like, I'm not struggling in any way. It's okay. Like, I have the time. Don't worry. But I need to be a little more disciplined. I didn't spend too much time messing around today, but I did probably spend more time than I should have just playing StarCraft instead of actually getting something done, which is also fine. I don't think it's the worst thing for me to do. No, I didn't even need to move them back. Right on. Monster Hunter handled it. Monster Hunter is doing a lot of solid work here in this early game, I will say. Remove a cheese, so we go down to 5 cards. Solid. If we can pick up a guarantee, this run starts to look a little cleaner. Just, you know, please give me wanted also. I don't want that. I don't wanted that. He laughed. Did you hear that? He laughed. Yeah, anyway. I'm gonna change my position, preferably without kneeing the desk very much. I sit in these really weird positions and I end up with like my hamstrings hurting by the end of the recording session because I squat in my chair and weird shit like that, and I gotta stop it. But nah, I'm not gonna be behind too much. I'm just gonna be up a little later, and I'm not gonna play any more StarCraft today, which makes me a little sad. I did want to like play StarCraft or play League with my friends, but I've been doing that for the last 2 days. It's time to get something done. And remove a cheese. I always find that my General Plus decks are super thin, and they're either busted out of control or really bad, and there's very little in between. Right now, this one's looking really bad. I gotta tell ya. But hopefully we get offered something that makes me go, okay, and now we're busted. Big yawn. It's just, there's a lot for me to do today, I guess, is all. Because the other thing I have to do is I have to cut up highlights. Something that I don't hate, but I have to actually find my spot again. And it's gonna take some time. It might be a tomorrow task. I might just have to do that tomorrow after I record. I feel like I need to just take a class on time management or something like that. I don't hate going arrest this coward here. I think that there might be no reason not to go arrest this coward, I guess. Because what I'm finding is you can get back to the victory, I think. You can take a path that gets you back there. You lose a card removal, but we don't need a card removal here. I picked the extension here, and I think I'm going to put it on a house for 2 population. I didn't really mean to play it on the house there. I was going to like hover it, but, you know. I suppose. Let's hit this. The currently deployed guards, I should have microed them because I did risk losing one of them there with that spitter, but it's okay. These guys are big, right? They're very large. With the armory and the horn, we have some solid DPS here, I gotta say. I'm feeling okay. Commander would not be the worst. Upgrade a card if no one dies in 40 seconds. Peace, it's a 3 population labor, so I cannot. Dark Knight is one of my boys. I do like him quite a bit. However, he does not make much sense here. I don't hate taking Commander, +2, +8. Solid. It's not like we're not planning on upgrading the army anymore. I'm gonna go for this. Or like not playing out any more army, I should say. These guys that we have now, the 7-2 on either side, are gonna be the core, but it's most likely that we want to play more units out. And 7 damage guards here, probably strong enough to win the game if we stack up enough of them, right? That's what the Scientist Plus has been teaching me, is just play more guards. So perhaps the line is just play a lot of guards. These are all bad. I need the wall though, right? I think I really need this wall. Yeah. I feel like I have to pick this wall up. I could grab Brew here, or I could just take a second hunt, but neither of those sound very good to me. It sounds like, both of those choices sound like extreme struggle choices. This run may just be a futile struggle. You know, but I did spend a big portion of my day, not a big portion, just a few hours playing StarCraft and watching YouTube videos. I found a great YouTube channel to binge. So I am... you know, we've talked about horror stuff on the channel before. You know, October's coming up as well. I've streamed through 2 Octobers now. There is a... Whoa. You see that? That didn't look right, now did it? That's not what I expected to have the game do when I clicked that button. I think something's wrong with my PC, because I've been seeing those little freezes everywhere. Lots of different games are giving me those, but... I do like the idea of horror, however I don't like being scared. I don't enjoy jump scares, I don't enjoy like, the general fear I'm not a fan of. So I don't really watch horror movies, but I enjoy the idea of them. I could take a random advisor here. I feel like this is a skip. Maybe I should get rid of Potter, it's only worth 23 gold. Yeah, you know what, let's take my Potter. I'm just gonna chill here. Gonna sit here and do nothing but play hunt, which isn't even that good because these enemies, there's not a lot of them. But no, I probably won't be playing many scary games on stream or on the channel as a whole, just because it's not something that I particularly enjoy. Honestly, I don't like jump scares. General dread, sure, whatever, I can handle that. But you know, Granary, Customs Gate, and Comradeship. I have nothing left to removal. I guess I should just upgrade the armory since I'm going to be playing more units anyway. Yeah. This run is feeling feeling a little tough here though, I gotta say. No population, no useful cards. Every general run feels really weird. But I've finally discovered a channel. So I've been watching this channel for a while. It's called Nerd Explains, where he just talks out how he would go through surviving different horror movies. Really highly recommended. His videos are really good. I like his voice as well. His videos are very high quality though. They're very well made, they're very well thought out. I think in particular his one on defeating the Mist from The Mist is really interesting. But as a whole, I think it's a really interesting video concept and video to watch, because it also just breaks down what happens in the horror movie. And I should take Bounty Hunt here. There's no reason for me not to. It's kind of like a raise tax. A worse raise tax, but a raise tax, because we're gonna go... So we're gonna play Hunt, Bounty Hunt, and then redraw Hunt, Bounty Hunt ahead of a combat, and just make a bunch of money, and then maybe we'll even get a Monster Hunter down. Who knows? But no, Nerd Explains, really good. However, he doesn't have a ton of videos. It got recommended to me because he did a video on Train to Busan, which was that Korean zombie movie. Pretty interesting. Rescue is not bad at this stage of the game, I don't think. Summoning enemies shouldn't be that bad as long as I don't summon them at the wrong timings, so that's a-okay with me. But I found a channel called Found Flicks, which does the same thing, but has like a lot more movies. And I gotta tell you, it's really good. Highly recommend it. If you enjoy horror, he breaks down the movie pretty well. But like if you, it's like he breaks down movies that I've never heard of too. Like just a ton of really weird niche horror movies I've never heard of in my life. So it's interesting for that purpose as well. Is this deck correctly sized? No, I have one too many. Take Warmth comes first here. It's another Granary. That's what I like to see, my boy. I wonder if I get rid of Bounty Hunt here. It's good because I'm getting like plus 70s on these Monster Hunters, so I guess we just take the inconsistency. I can't get rid of Hunt, and I can't get rid of Bounty Hunt. They're like... These two cards are just... They like feed off of each other, so we're just gonna play this 6-card setup, I suppose. Right. It's 5 cards, but it's 6 cards plus danger, because the danger goes in your deck. Or it's 5 cards plus danger, which is 6, I should say. I wonder if I ever get rid of guards here. I don't think I do. I think I just cancel that and take a house. No, there's a lot of, like, the other thing I don't really enjoy. Excuse me. Boys, you gotta go hit the enemies, please. I don't really enjoy, like, excessive gore and torture porn. It's one of those things that I've always kind of been like, yeah, people really watch this shit? Like, people really just, like, sit down one day and they're like, dude, I want to watch Saw. Like, I just want to watch some dude get his head put in a bear trap and watch his brains explode everywhere. I'm just like, really? Are you okay? Like, do you want to talk? Someone? Like, do you want to talk, but, like, from, like, a safe distance, perhaps? I've never really... Or, like, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, same thing, right? I don't understand that. It's not something that's ever appealed to me. I see shit like that and I go, wow, that's disgusting. I don't like that. But also, you know, it's kind of like, it's like you can't not watch sort of thing, right? There's like clips of depending on what kind of the movie it is, there's clips of people getting like cut up in these videos as well, to which I usually am not looking because I'm playing StarCraft, so it doesn't affect me that much. I think the word is squeamish is what I'm looking for here. Just missed that really powerful boy. Give me one moment. My headphone battery just died. You'll permit me a slight delay, I hope. Here. Wonder if I have a highlight set to go up tomorrow. If I have a 5:30 highlight tomorrow, I have no real worries. If I don't have a highlight going up tomorrow, I'm in a bit more of a time crunch tonight. Either way. Alright, we get wave time. I think half my gold is okay here. And I'm gonna danger on the right side, and then I think what I need to do is just set these guys. Yeah, we can force them up now, which is fine. Yeah, it's messy, right? The plan here is messy, but it's not bad. Accountant might not be a bad pickup here. Hunt is probably the way to go. Yeah, just upgrade our baseline bounty increaser for the purposes of bounty hunt. It's decent. But yeah, I've been watching a bunch of those videos. They're interesting, right? So a bunch of niche horror movies that I would have never heard of otherwise, right? Like I've heard of your classics, right? Your Saws, your Texas Chainsaw Massacres, your Nightmare on Elm Streets, but I've never heard of like, what was the one, like The Collector was one that I was watching a video on today. This dude just like, I don't know. It's basically Saw, but the dude, I don't really know what, it's Saw but like I don't know what the butt is. It's just Saw. I guess it's like he goes and does it himself instead of Jigsaw, who presumably does not go and do the murdering himself. However, I'm not 100% certain of how Jigsaw operates, because, you know, I haven't seen the movie. So who am I to judge? Decent. This is an okay setup. It's just our income is a little lackluster, is what I will point out, but I think it's okay. It's just a bad map for a bounty plan overall, I believe. We're gonna cool it on the playing of... Even when you just play off a hunt, right, it's just plus 24, which is solid. Probably cool it on the playing of rescue at this point, let the card just kind of chill while we build up. Go through like a period of playing units and then a period of chilling. I think we need to go through a period of chilling right now. Stone cold chilling, if you were wondering the temperature. Level 5. Put more over here. We need to move you guys to the front. Oh well, move to the front, please. Fight the enemies, thank you. Our guards are in a very strange spot. It's really awkward overall playing out units like that, right? And playing rescue and dangers feels very awkward because the AI gets kind of weird. The idea is cool, the AI is just weird. Gotta remember that bounty is also an increase in our income, right? not a big increase, mind you, but it is an increase. Solid. Okay, I think we're good. I'm pretty sure this is a win. I'm not going to get cocky and start firing off waves because I think it's a close one, but I think we do win off of the Monster Hunter plan. I should play Monster Hunter. I've been talking with Cranberry about doing, having him teach me Magic Arena. Of course I play a lot of Monster Train. I've built my foundation on playing Monster Train, as I'm sure you're well aware. Perhaps you're here from Monster Train. Hey, what's going on? Monster Train today is a pretty good one. If you're wondering, I already recorded today's Monster Train episode. It's a good one. You know, I would say that about most of them, though. I think that most of the runs are pretty solid. It's not like I'm gonna sit here and tell you that my content is bad, I guess. Of course, don't take it from me. Watch it yourself and then leave me a comment and go, hey, you lied to me in Ratropolis this morning. I can't believe you would do this to me. You betrayed my trust. I'm unsubscribing. If I actually get a comment like that on the Monster Train videos, what was it, tomorrow's Monster Train? I'm gonna be like, yo, ah shit, you got me. I should probably be taking extensions and using it, but you know, sue me. I won't do it. Guarantee, please? Wanted? I think it's a little late. I would like a guarantee. I'm just gonna fish. The camp is pretty good. Apartment and camp are both solids. Yeah. Plus 72 is fine. Talked a little bit about the aesthetic. This colony that we've created here doesn't have a great aesthetic. It's not a bad one, mind you. I had like a bit of a military district and then a residential district sort of thing going on. However, it has mostly fallen apart at this point. Because at the end of the day, this isn't a city builder. It's just fun to think about how I want to micromanage and like see when I can build things together. It's kind of nice. Also, will not be playing Rescue anymore. Under no circumstances do I wish to invite that evil in. So I suppose I should have been building out a little more. However, we have also reached the point where it doesn't matter because we are about to get a flat plus 20 increase. So, you know, gonna be sacrificing this card soon though. The redraw time up might hurt me. Or if Cataphract is okay to just mix in here. Huh. Do you think that this is good? I think it probably is not good. Take a bounty hunt. But no, I have been talking with Cranberry. I play a lot of Monster Train, of course. I play a lot of Monster Train. I've kind of pulled back, taken it off the stream for a little bit to play something else. I've been talking with Cranberry about having him teach me Magic because, you know, I like Monster Train, but 100% the only reason that I have any sort of presence on Twitch through Monster Train is because of the YouTube, and I'm not moving away from it on the YouTube by any means. I'm going to keep making the content as long as people want to watch it. However, I think that on Twitch there's a finite amount of people who are interested in watching Monster Train, and it may be a good idea for me to perhaps see if those people who are interested in watching Monster Train would also be interested in watching me play Magic Arena. And then, you know, while we're there, we can maybe attract some new viewers from Twitch, and maybe I'll even, if it goes well and I really enjoy Magic Arena, I'll maybe do a YouTube series on that as well, or just play through some runs. I don't know a lot about Magic, so I don't know how it'll feel overall. However, I don't know if anyone makes content like this for games like Hearthstone and YouTube, right? It's a lot of stream VODs from what I understand. I don't know, tell me if you happen to know, but are there many content creators who just like sit down and say like, hey, today I'm going to use Hearthstone as an example because I don't know anything about Magic, but are there many people who would like sit down and be like, hey, today, what's going on guys? We're going to play some Hearthstone today. I'm going to play, you know, Secret Paladin with commentary. Let's get into it. Let's just do a few combats and then just play like 3 or 4 games of a deck and put up like a 30-minute pure commentary video in this style. Because usually I only ever see it with single player stuff, right? I wonder if people actually do that. Because I could do that, right? I could just sit down if I really like Magic and just play like 40 minutes of the game. If I were doing that though, I'd probably have to cut another series. So, and especially since I'm about to have a big time crunch coming up with college as well, it might not be something to be expanding into at this time. However, something interesting, something I've never thought about. I wonder if people actually do that or not. Bombs is our first enemy. I don't know how bad bombs are gonna be. How much damage do their bombs do? 10? That's not the end of the world. We kind of just slice and dice right through them. The only thing we gotta watch out for is our guards getting killed, but it's not like I can control that. I have no control. It's all out of control. Actually, I think our guards live. Don't they live? Oh, did I click all? Hang on. Oh, if you double click a unit, it selects them all. That's a good little thing to know. Cool, cool. The quality of life for this game has been very good. I think they're doing a great job of making this game not feel like they're making strides towards making this game not feel absolutely abysmal to play. But yeah, our guards have 15 health thanks to Commander in the camp. So they won't even die if they take a bomb. They'll have to take 2 bombs, which isn't impossible, of course, but it's, you know, it's unlikely considering the circumstances. Play up to 10. But yeah, looking into that, have Cranberry show me the ropes, and then perhaps begin playing it myself. I got a lot of change coming up in the life, so we gotta see, right? Going back to college is something that's gonna be, I imagine, time consuming. Maybe not in the early game of my classes, but in the late game for sure. You like how I referred to it as early game and late game? Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I also hated that. I'm gonna pick teacher there. I think that teacher's fine. I also think that I just need to be playing bounty hunters. It doesn't really matter how much bounty they're worth. I just need to make sure that I'm actually playing them every time, because my income is enough to support playing the cards, but not enough to support paying to redraw. So if we take a major loss, we're going to probably lose. I know what you're thinking. You're probably sitting there and you're thinking, man, I'm not even using the train. If I lose this, it's because I didn't hero power. But, you know, I really feel like this is just a drop in the bucket at this point. I'll press the button this time, though. I can hear you type in your comment. You're not wrong. Solid. I think that we should take this, but it is close. I think that on a different map I would say for sure, although Forest is also a little rough with AoE archers, so this is just a double AoE map, which scares me. Of course it does. I need to rebuff the right side. But yeah, last coming up. It's cool because like I'm kind of like I'm stabilizing, I guess. I don't know how to put it, right? I feel like I'm reaching a point in the content creation journey. I mean, I have reached a point in the content creation journey where there's a few of you out there, and by a few I mean there's a reasonable number of you out there who are just like, hey, I want to watch this guy, and then you'll just like watch videos that I put out, so I can just try out whatever I want, right? The fact that the 5-hour raw footage from Sekiro got something like 100 views for the first night that I uploaded is crazy. Makes me go like, maybe I should try to turn this into like an actual, hey, this looks like something that I put effort into to put on YouTube sort of playthrough. I probably won't, but it's kind of cool. The interest is there. At least. I still need to cut out Sekiro Night 3 from a few nights ago and put that up as well. So I'm gonna spend a lot of time in the video producer section, I imagine. That bomb gets a little close there, I gotta tell you. A little uncomfortably close there. But I think we're okay. It's an interesting run, I think. It's an interesting run for the fact that we just kind of like, it's just raw power, right? We're not doing anything crazy exponentially scaling. I should be clicking my horn, though. Got anything interesting? Not really. Challenge seems awful. Execute? Alright, anything else I want to talk about as we come to the close of another episode? Let me think. Anything else interesting on the mind? Nothing really. You know, just kind of chilling. I hope that you had a good day. I didn't even give you a chance to talk. Like, come on. What am I doing? That's so rude. Tell me about your day, please. Feel free. I'm listening. I know, once again, we cannot, but still. Ratropolis, I feel like we're closing in on... I think that this is a game that, if it were popular enough, would reach a point where it was solved and you could win every run. I think that guards as a unit is strong enough that you could solve this game because of them. However, will I be the one to solve it? You know, probably not. I am having a good time with the plus modes though. Oh. That's okay. Even though we lost a few. I think we lost 4 there. And it's not even that bad. I had to play those fast before that first one ran out. I actually got there. It's like, just pass it. I don't care. I'm gonna start firing off the waves actually. I'm gonna get overconfident and die. How bad could it be, right? I do think you could solve this game though and reach a point where you always win. Probably not Nightmare mode, but this mode for sure. Nightmare mode's interesting because I think that this game obviously takes a lot of inspiration from other deck builders that are out there. Slay the Spire, for example. Take an advisor there. Treasure Hunter? Yeah, you are a Treasure Hunter. Like, we are, of course, going to have this where we just... Oh, so you can double-click them when they're out here. Yo, that's good to know. That's a good thing to have in the toolkit. You can double-click them and call a fallback when they're just running it out there. Good thing to know. A little concerning, but we're just going to end up stacking the whole army. These guys are just super low. I have to focus over here. But I think that all of, like, the takes from these devs on other, like, so for example, right, Monster Train has Covenant, and I'm not trying to imply through this sentence that this game was inspired by Monster Train or anything like that. Ratropolis came out first, of course, I know that. But Monster Train has the Covenant modes, and Slay the Spire, of course, has Ascension. And I think that Ratropolis tried to make their equivalent Nightmare mode, right? Where there's like, as the waves increase, there's increasingly worse and worse effects that occur to you, and things like that. And I think that Nightmare mode does not come across very well. I don't think that Nightmare mode is nearly as fun or interesting as Covenant or Ascension, right? Also, oh my god, our Monster Hunters are getting bodied. Not surprising. We just have to limp through one more wave. I will lose half my gold. Losing half my gold here is a little rough. We might actually be killed for this. I need to spend all of my money playing out Monster Hunters right now. I have to actually use the spacebar. We have to survive. It's gonna be a tough one. If you could give me a guarantee, please? No? Okay, this is understandable. I've just been wanting this one thing, but I understand that you don't have it in stock. It's not to be, it's to be expected. Not to be understated how disappointed I am, however. Not surprised. Okay, let's just fire it off while we have the bounty still. I feel a sneeze coming on as well. This one's actually gonna be really close, I think. I should probably hit the horn. I think we just... No, where did I get all this population from? Hang on a minute. Did I lose a bunch of units? I guess I just lost a bunch of Monster Hunters. It looks like we're gonna skate on by here. Just barely, yeah? Oh, this is the spider. I can't super stack my army. I'll die to the spider. I was thinking I was gonna stack my whole army, and it was gonna be okay. You can't do that against the spider. What was I thinking? Just teleports away from you, wielding a katana. No, wait. Hunt, bounty hunt. We're gonna try and just one-shot him with bounty hunters, which is possible here. Spending money to play bounty hunters, of course, has the added effect that bounty hunters are stronger. Monster Hunters, excuse me. Like, these guys are stronger. They have like 400 attack because I played 3 bounty hunts and 3 hunts. Yeah, look at these guys. I think that they're just gonna cut them up, right? It's kind of close. Yeah, didn't quite cut him up. Not quite. The spiderlings caused a lot of trouble, but I think we take this one. However, this one was close. This is a close run. But I think that this is a run that's like, yeah, if you can win off of this by just brute forcing through the run, you can probably win off of anything. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Excellent. Great run. Great talk. Glad we had this discussion. In conclusion, I'm sorry that I've been so behind on YouTube comments. I will catch up eventually. Thanks Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.